This is the kind of process where like no matter what kind of student you are, you're gonna need help. I'm a very type A type of person where I try to stay on top of everything, try to keep my grades up. I'm very organized, all of that. But even then, this kind of support is invaluable. Like, even if you think you have it all down, you probably don't because the college process is really complicated. And it's really nice to have someone to help you and like explain the fine print, like explain the details, the little like hidden trick tips and tricks to maximize your chances, because it's all stuff that it's gonna be hard to like discover on your own.
Our family, we didn't go to undergrad schools in this country. So helping us understand the magnitude of the work needed to go through this application process was very important to us. You guys did a great job then breaking that down into like manageable steps throughout the whole process, starting early to make sure we have enough time for those decisions, enough time for that learning. I think that's critical for us.
The wealth of knowledge that both you and Addie have when it comes to this process. You already knew the colleges that checked off those boxes and says, hey, we're going to recommend this to you. I think you would really like this school. And then after doing the research, it's like, wait, yes, I would love to go to this school. And I hadn't even considered it before. One of the things that was most helpful was having a timeline for everything. So being able to almost be ahead of the curve, basically, and already have my colleges defined before senior year starts, already having started working on my essays, having my SAT scores already done, good, sealed. It was really helpful to have everything like already scheduled, already set in place, because that way, beginning of senior year, while other people were barely starting their essays, I was already done, already submitting my college applications, which made the process a lot easier. And the other thing that I would say that was really helpful was having Addie as a guide for writing. I would have like an essay and I could write like the most horrible thing ever. And from there, we would go and make tweaks and we would change things. And, she'd always be there to revise and make suggestions. It would start from something that I would definitely not consider my best work to something I was definitely proud of.
That evidence or fact-based, I guess, feedback or advice that you've provided throughout the process, right? And I think it helps that you work with these universities over a period of time. That to me adds real value to the approach to the application process itself. I think when it comes down to like towards the final stages, like some level of negotiation that would happen, like if you have competing options. I think it's valuable to know that we have your help there too. Not necessarily, hey, pick this or pick that. You guys did give us a few pointers to maximize our chances, kind of thing. That was really helpful. But overall, you guys were very responsive throughout the process. Emails, weekends, doesn't matter. You guys were on top of it, so really appreciate that because it helped us make decisions faster and on a timely basis. I think Isa also benefits from hearing advice from someone else other than their parents that help push herself in a different way to get the results that she got.
It's just nice to know that you have somebody in your corner who is as experienced as Anjali and Addie. And I'm really glad that I had that resource throughout this whole process.